Welcome back to This Side of 40. This is your girl Lou. I just wanted to share some of the things that with you guys that I'm planning on panning next year or getting to try to use. I don't believe I'm going to pan them because most of the things in my collection are pretty new. So I'm going to be working on just seeing if I like them. I already know from this last couple months experience, I do not like nudes. So I bought Lime Crime's Buffy, and I'm going to hand that off to one of the girls I work with. I never even tried it on or used it. I just opened it to see what it looked like, and no. My goal is for 2019, because I'm new to panning, is to try to use each one of my eyeshadow palettes at least for a week to see if I like the color or how the pigmentation shows up on my skin. If it is not a good match, what I will do is pass them along. I even got a bag to put them in as I pass them along. I'm very lucky and blessed to be working with a whole bunch of women. So if it doesn't work out, I will just hand it off. Now, things I plan on using up will be individual eyeshadows. I don't have a whole lot of individual eyeshadows left in my collection because I have been just like decluttering as I go. I don't ever share declutters. If you guys are interested in declutter videos from me, go ahead and let me know. However, what I'm going to do is, because I went through all my pigments and I've tried them on and I've worn them for a month straight along with a palette that I had in a project pan, so that I could see if I like them, because I'm a colorful eyeshadow girl. Say that twice. So the ones I'm planning on using up is this one by MAC, and this is an oldie but goodie. This is Fresh Green Mix, and I love green eyeshadow. I know it sounds really weird, but I do, and this one right here is really nice. I really was going to buy that Juvia's Place new palette. However, it was like a green that looks exactly like this, so I can dupe it, so I will not be purchasing that. Then I also have a purple, and this one is in the color Odd Couple, and these were their big eyeshadows from a couple of years ago. I am going to use those up. Then I also have, and this hasn't even been opened, this one is by City Colors, and this one is in a minty green with a little sparkle to it. And I also have one in Makeup Forever in that same color, but this one doesn't have a sparkle for it. It's just really matte. And then I have a gold from Makeup Forever. So what I think I'm going to do is, and I'm just going to tell you guys now, I'm going to declutter this one. I'm going to put that with that liquid lipstick from Lime Crime and just hand it off to one of the girls I work with. It hasn't been used. It's not open. So I'm sure somebody I work with would enjoy that. Then I want to really work on honing in on my face powders. I have quite a bit. And it's a mosh podge of them. So here goes one container full of them, and another. So what I want to do is I want to find which one really works for me. And I know with face powders, it's by the season for me. So I'm going to try these all out over the next year and see which ones really work for me and go with the seasons. I do know, as far as contour goes, this one here by Ruby Kisses, and this is in the shade, and I hate that they put these things on the back, Ebony. Yeah, in Ebony, this is my perfect contour shade. So I don't have to look for another contour. I know that this is my perfect contour. Now, I have quite a few. Now, this one by L'Oreal, and this is a True Match in C8. This is my perfect summer powder, so I don't have to look for another summer powder. I know which one my summer powder is, but I have two from e.l.f. as well as one from Ruby Kisses, one from Iman, and another one from Ruby Kisses, and it's a loose powder. I don't know really if those really work for me or not. They're not even open, so I will be trying them out. Then I have a banana powder by She. I used it a couple times, but I never really got into using it a lot to be able to tell you anything about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that over the next season and see how that works for me. Then moving along, as far as eyeshadow palettes. So whatever palette I end up panning for next year, I have decided that what I will do is I will take a lot of my smaller palettes like these, and I bring out quite a few different brands and use those in conjunction with that larger palette so that I can have an opportunity to see which one works for me. Now, as far as my highlighters go, what I will be doing with my highlighters, because I have the full collection of Rihanna's highlighters, her Kilowatts. I have the full collection of the Kilowatts. Thank you to my family. However, I've never even really worn them. So what I plan on doing is seeing which ones work on my pigmentation, and then the ones that do not, I will declutter and see if some of the girls I work with would be interested. So if you're interested in seeing what works for me over the next year, please stay tuned to see what I end up panning over the next year. And next week will be the beginning of 2019's panning series. So I will let you know their names and what I'm using next week.